If you want to buy one of these ETFs, what you have to do is just to look at the yield. Look at this one on your left hand side. This is YMAX, and on your right hand side is ULTI. So you just say, well, the yield here is high. Let's just buy the highest yield, right? Not so fast, guys. So in this video, I'm going to go in a little comparison between YMAX and ULTI. I'm going to overview fund information and holdings, price and NAV, performance and distribution. If you stick at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which ETF is going to be the right one for you to buy. The first thing we're going to look, guys, is going to be on this chart here. The first one we'll look at YMAX. We look at right now the current price is 1985, and we can see there's a little bit of movement after market, about 5 cents, but that's not a big deal. We look at the price range. 52-week range is between 1969 to 2194. So all in all, it's at about 20. It went all the way, so it's pretty much all close to its price. So you can look at flat, but of course after the dividend it's more. If we look at ULTI, we look at ULTI actually started at 20, right now it's 14, so it has lost quite a bit of money. You see, if we go to max right here, we can see it was all the way from 20. So 52-week range is 2055 to 1469 to 2055. Right now current prices are 14, and after market it went to 2 cents. So 1475, it has lost quite a bit. But at end of the day, don't just be deceived by this price. We're going to look deeper, see which one you should buy. If we go back to the source, which is YMAX and ULTI, we can see here yieldmax universal fund option income strategy, and this one of course is ULTI option income strategy ETF as well. So the first thing we're going to look, I've already showed the distribution. This is just current distribution, right? Like 113, and then this is the 38. I want to show you something here. I want to go to fund overview and objective, right? So the first thing we look at the overview of YMAX is an active managed exchange traded funds that seek to generate current monthly income. The fund, it's a fund of fund, meaning that primarily invest in other assets of yieldmax ETF. Right now there are 19 ETFs, so invest under those ones. When it comes to YMAX, I'm trying to explain for people who don't know these ETFs. So what does ULTI does? So ultra option income strategy ETF. Okay, this is a actively managed ETF that seek to generate monthly income on by writing cover call option on underlying security. So this one actually holds the security themselves. The two distinct between this one actually it's a fund of fund which holds other ETFs, and this one actually buy stocks and write calls on them. Some of them of course directly, and some of them indirectly. Two objective on all of them. The first one is to write these calls to make sure you get the monthly income, which is distribution and dividends, and the second objective is to mimic performance of those underlying to make sure your money grows, so which is called capital appreciation. Right now, let's look at the fund information. YMAX and ULTI, both of them actually trade on New York Stock Exchange. The inception date, this one came on January 16, 2024, and this one was incepted in February, end of February this year, so February 28th 2024. So this is the newest one. It has been in the market for so far is like more than 5 months or 4 months, right? When you look at management fee right now, it's we look at the gross expense ratio right now is 128. This one, however, is 124. So this one is cheaper because of course there's a minus 0.10, and right now effectively is 114. So that's a pretty cheaper. You can see the difference here. This is 128 and this is 114. That's the difference when it comes to the how much you are paying. When we look at the net asset value, this one has 60 million, but we look at this one here is almost double that, right? And you have to understand why these ETFs have a little bit when it comes to asset under management is not as huge, like in billions, is because these are for retail investors mainly. There are not many institutional investors invest in these ETFs. If we look at the performance of YMAX, return so far is 14. Market YMAX market has returned about 14.25, and YMAX NAV is 14.23. When it comes to ULTI, I know it hasn't been on the market for a long time, but so far within these 2 months has returned about negative 2%. Top 10 holdings. This one, YMAX holds, as I've mentioned, it's fund of funds, so it's pretty much in the house. It holds all the YieldMax ETFs, and we can see on the top is AI. We have AMD, we have Amazon, we have Apple, we have Coinbase, we have Disney, we have Meta, we have First American Government Obligation Fund. So this is this is the Treasury, and then we have Google, we have JP Morgan. When it comes to this one here, has these stocks that it does the right call on them. So those are the holdings. So let's look at the ETF battle scorecard. So I have 6 point over 6. So it's pretty much we're going to judge them on the 6 points, and we'll see which one wins here. We have the first category is geography and risk and strategy of these 2 ETFs. So YMAX invests in large US companies and does, of course, option and leverage. When it comes to ULTI, does the same thing. They invest between in the US blend and option, and also does leverage. So that point there is draw. When it comes to fees, we have discussed that. We look at the fees of YMAX is 1.28, and this one right now is 1.14. So even when the promotional time comes to an end, this one is still cheaper. It will be 1.24%. So ULTI, that one, when it comes to fees, it wins. I mean, it might be not, it might look not that much, but I mean, if we talk about millions, that's a lot of money. When it comes to management fees, we look at the diversification. So here is this point here. I give him draw. The reason I give draw, we look at that here is 19 stocks. We know those are 19 ETF that invest under, but we look at the ULTI invest between. They said on YieldMax has said they invest between 15 and 30. Remember, this is more active, very active. So they do changes strategy now and then, and they can invest directly, indirectly, but they do between 15 and 30. So we don't know at the moment right now they are pretty much less than 30. So 19 to 30 between pretty much draw, right? Okay, when it comes to performance, I've showed you YMAX has outperformed massively, about 14.25, and ULTI right now is only -2, so it's lower. So YMAX wins on that category. When it comes to yield and distribution, of course, ULTI right now, current price, current distribution is 113.37, and we look at the YMAX is 38. So ULTI wins when it comes to average dividend. So what I did the average of since they paid, right? We look at average, of course. YMAX has only paid 58 cents. This guy has paid $1.24. So ULTI wins. So who is the winner? Which one wins here? Before I tell you exactly which one to buy, again, just make sure you, if you like this content, just give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe, because on this channel I always give you update on this type of ETFs. So ultimately, we look at YMAX has get 2 points only, and then ULTI has get 4 points out of 6. So ULTI pretty much is the winner. But is it the reason why, because just a winner, you should go and put all your money on ULTI, or you should maybe diversify? So in conclusion, I would say why don't you buy both YMAX and ULTI? Even YMAG as well. My previous video I made comparison between YMAG and YMAX. So maybe you can have all YMAX and YMAG, of course, being fund of funds. Maybe you can have those ones, right, as your main core, and also you can have ULTI as well, or you can have 3 of them equal weighted, or whatever you want to do. But that's exactly what I would do. Rather than having just YMAX or ULTI, I would just combine them together, and that's exactly what I do. So that's all for today. I just want to give you I want to keep you up to date on this YMAX ETF and compare between ULTI and YMAX and which ETF should be perfect for you. So if you have any opinion on this topic, just make sure you leave a comment below, And till we meet again next time. Bye bye.